This should go pretty quick. This is allowing us to target the different industries that we want to start finding companies and opportunities within. There's lots of different ways to target. I've spent quite a bit of time going over the different tools, but I think in order to make sure that we kind of have this fresh list to then start targeting by either key phrase or industry, this allows us a lot more flexibility and we can pull a lot of different triggers. So let's jump into the resources. You're looking at the brief right now. This is the massive list of different categories. I promise it's not as daunting as it looks. There's only 307. There are different lists that I've accumulated over the years that are significantly longer, but this is basically the main top categories pulled directly from LinkedIn. I have also provided a ChatGPT project setup slash a prompt that allows you to be able to generate your target list based off of your existing background, some clarifying questions, and then kind of your main group, and then some maybe interesting industries that you could potentially consider. So the last little resource that I'm not really digging into is purely a software as a service opportunity to kind of dig into different software solutions. The reason that I put these in here is software is, for the most part, infinitely scalable. You build something once, you can sell it hundreds or millions of times, and that's why those industries are nearly always hiring. So it's another thing to kind of peel back the layers and see if there's interesting stuff there. Let's do this quick exercise. We'll do a very short overview on the high level understanding of what this is. So first, we're going to make a copy of our industry categories. So I'm going in here, File, Make a Copy, and I am going to rename it. And now I'm dropping it into the correct targeting folder on my drive. Perfect. Now I have my massive list. And the thing that we have to do is start to consider which one of these industries out of all the different industries are interesting, mildly interesting, and not at all interesting. And it should take just a bit of time to start narrowing this stuff down. So I've given the stoplight technique and I've also added in a blue section. So just to give a little familiarity to this, stoplight technique is basically green means good, I'm interested and I want to work in this scenario. Yellow is not sure, I have some experience and some interest. Red is not interested at all. And in this case, there's so much red that we're probably going to experience. You just don't need to even change the color. And blue, you have industry in this sector, but you're not really considering it because, I don't know, maybe you hate it. Let's move into how we're going to go about doing this. So I am going to work my way from top to bottom and just start to consider these. And again, I'm using the stoplight technique and you can watch this happening in real time. I've opted to use green for yes, I have experience and I want to work in it, and yellow, I'm interested but may not have experience. This is sped up 50x. Okay, now that I have a crazy long list of the different industries that I really want to work in and I have experience in, and the ones that I'm curious, I need to filter these so I can bring them over without having to spend a crazy amount of time. So I'm going to select all just by clicking this guy here. Then I am going to Data, create a filter. And now you can see that a filter option is available to me. Awesome. I'm going to click that. Filter by color, fill color, and let's start with green. Green is what I really want to do. And I'm just going to highlight the ones that are here, copy, and I'm dumping them in my second tab here. Fantastic. Now all I want to do is grab the yellow ones. The yellow ones are the ones that I'm interested in, but I maybe don't have enough experience. But yeah, let's just do that real fast. So I am left clicking and then I am doing filter by color and I'm hitting the yellow. And now I have all of my yellow. And again, I'm going to copy and then I am pasting in my second tab. Great. It is that simple. Now it's a lot of stuff in there, but let's start looking at it. It is entirely possible that you selected stuff or itemized stuff that upon second glance, maybe you're not that into. So I'm going to go through and delete a couple of ones that I don't feel really necessarily give me the benefit of the doubt as to what I would like to be a part of. You can do the same or you can leave them. It's up to you. But at the very least, now we have something in the way of the beginnings of the interested areas and the areas that maybe we're secondarily interested, but we might want to play ball. You need to do the same. It shouldn't take that long. Work your way through it and then make sure that you have something that looks like this inside of the second tab. The last thing that we'll do with this list is try to filter and narrow by our priority rank. And so I'll go through and very quickly say that these are my biggest or most interested areas. Now, this will change based off of how you are looking at it and what's out there. But at the very least, it gives you a good starting point or the ability to start considering whether or not you actually feel this way after looking at the opportunities that exist. So I put down my top ranking by 5. You can take the time to do that now. And then we're going to use AI to see if we can find different industries based off our own experience and see what it comes up with, basically as an AI career coach.